Hi, my name is Greg from Pringles. I'm here to show you our newest PowerVac APV. This PowerVac APV is 17 foot long and offers a Quincy 370 compressor, Kubota gasoline engine, and this is a beast. It's a big truck. I don't normally start off my videos outside the building, but I thought I would show you what the outside of our shop looks like. So, okay. Let me walk up here and show you. Now this truck here, this is actually one of my customers' trucks. This is actually going to be a PTO driven, so I'll probably make a video of that one too, so you'll see how much more room you'll have without a PTO, or with a PTO and no Kubota engine as opposed to one with a Kubota. PTO is also cheaper. So now this is a 10-inch suction inlet. Now, being a 17 footer, this is the exact same truck as our 15 footer, only it has 2 foot of extra hose storage back here. So you're not going to want for hose storage in here. I mean, if anything, it's going to be, a little bit more difficult to pull all your hoses out because they're so far in there, but you got a lot of hose storage. You got auxiliary fans there. Now this is a diesel Isuzu with a gasoline Kubota, so you'll see it does have an auxiliary fuel cell. If it is a gasoline Isuzu with a gasoline Kubota, then we'll probably just tap into the truck's fuel tank. Okay. Come around here. Okay, now you see the suction inlet there, you got your barrel, and there's your Kubota. So this is a gasoline, as I said. Now you'll see we wrap the exhaust there. You want the heat going out the tailpipe. You don't want it being radiated into your compartment. So that's why we wrap that, and it does an amazing job. I honestly didn't believe it would do that good of a job, but it does. It's pretty awesome. That's your fluid coupler. The fluid coupler just allows the truck to start up under no load, or allows the unit to start up under no load. You don't want your starter to have to turn over the Kubota, turn a fan, and turn a 370 compressor all at the same time. So that's the fluid coupler's job, is to allow that to start up slowly. It's a lot like a torque converter. Okay. Now to check your oil check right here. And if you want to change the oil, right there's your oil filter, and right there is the easy drain. So you can easily just reach in there, turn that, and drain the oil. Okay, and it's a lot better than just a regular old ball valve. You really have to lift it up over an edge, so you can't just easily snag it and drain all the oil out of your engine. Plus, it'd be hard to reach down there anyway. So, okay. This is your front compartment. This is a very large compartment, and we can put any kind of shelving in here you want. So if you want shelves, you want one big shelf, you want a bunch of trays, whatever it is, you design it, or we'll help you design it. Or if you've got something you already like, we'll be happy to do that too. Okay. Now all of this is 3/16 aluminum, and it is all sandblast primer powder coated, so it's a very durable coating, and it should last you a long time. Now, this truck being a 14 filter bag model does have regular top doors, and those top doors, we put normal ladder racks on those. That way you can carry more ladders, or more easily carry ladders without having to stack them on top of each other. Now this customer here has Caddyvacs, and he liked the design of his Caddyvac ladder rack, so we just went ahead and duplicated it for him. It is a nice design. So there you go. Now this customer got theirs on an Isuzu. You can get it on Isuzu, Ford, Chevy, Ram, Hino, whatever you want. It doesn't matter to us, as long as it's long enough and heavy enough to carry it, we'll put it on there. Even including the Sprinter vans, the Pro Masters, the Ford Transits, whatever you want them put on, we'll put them on there for you. Okay. Nice thing about a Isuzu or a Hino, they're just really easy to work on. Now this customer got a diesel engine. He preferred the diesel over the gas, and so this engine should last a long time. Without running, the unit, it should last forever. Okay, I'll move around to the front here. Like I said, if you get a diesel, we can easily put PTO on it as opposed to a Kubota. Does save you some money. Now the cabin chassis will cost you more, but it'll save you money on the purchase of the Pringle unit. Okay, there's the front compartment again. That's actually one of our next trucks over there in the distance. This is a Quincy 370 compressor. These are good for up to 250 psi, and let's just say they move a lot of air. You know, if you're running your whips, you're not going to even have any drop off really. It's a beast without a doubt. Now it's easy to maintain as well, as you can see. Real easy to get to the oil dipstick right there. If you want to change the oil, right there's your pit cock for and those are, you do have to lift this up just to be able to turn it, so it's not so easy to just easily bump it and drain all the oil out. And there's your oil filter, easy to get to. And right here, now this normally is turned up so you can see it, but we just haven't done that yet. So those are your fans. Now we put 2 fans on it. We like redundancies. That way if there's a problem, you know, whether it's the fan goes bad or wiring difficulties, you know, you've got a redundancy. You got an extra fan just to make sure. So now this is your control for the engine. You got a 300 psi air tank here, 30 gallon, so we can use all that 250 psi that the compressor can create. And I'm going to go ahead and start that. Now this control, we are going to have remote capabilities in the future. We're working on that right now. I fully expect to have that here before too long, and potentially even, you know, like phone app control as well. So now that will cost more. Obviously you'd have to pay for a subscription and everything, but you know, they run these out in the middle of nowhere, you know, in oil fields and everything, so you can actually get these as a remote control, so from distance, and check up on your engine too. So anyway, I'm going to start it up for you. Now these controls are multi controlled, shall we say. You can either have set points, you know, like say you wanted to set it for 1500 RPMs, 2500 RPMs, and 3000 RPMs, however you want to set it. If you want to make it fully adjustable up to 3000, this engine's actually good for up to 3600 RPMs, but we only run it at 3000. And on this one here, this customer wanted it fully adjustable, so you'll see how I start it up. I have to hold down the rabbit button to get it to go all the way up. So anyway, see here, this thing has ambient temperature, engine temperature, you got your voltage, this is fuel consumption, and hours. Now the fuel consumption right there, it's set like 1.4. That's because the compressor was, well, the compressor may have been compressing, but the engine didn't have any, I had the caps on both sides. Now, to give you an idea, this thing's probably going to use anywhere from 2 to 2.4 gallons per hour with the 370 running, while the 370 is running. So it's probably going to be under that without the 370 running. So, okay. Another barrel here. Suction inlet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go up on top here and show you what it's like. up on top. Okay, it's a 14 bag model. Okay, now with that 14 bags, that should give you more vacuum. I mean, it really should. The 8, honestly, our 8 bag model, you know, customers are calling back saying how much they love them, and they're telling them that telling us that they have even more vacuum than their other trucks, whether it's our trucks or our competitors' trucks. So that's pretty awesome. With 14 bags, it really should move some air. Okay, you see the chains here. Oh, right there's our next trucks for our next 2 customers. So there's the chains, the struts. Now there is a little baffle in there to keep debris from hitting the side of the truck as well. One part of it is not on there right at the moment. You see the bolt holes there. It is not on there yet. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and climb down. So anyway, just thought I'd give you an overview of our newest truck. This thing's pretty awesome. We think that this customer's gonna love it, and we think you will too. And we're pretty sure this customer's gonna love it, as everybody that has one so far calls back and raves about it. So okay, now if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or suggestions. I mean, maybe you see something that you think, I wish it was like this or whatever. We'll be happy to take it into consideration. I think we're continually doing that. I fully intend to have another model by the end of the year. So I think, you know, I think this is a winner. I think people are going to love it, and hopefully I get a chance to talk to you. My name's Greg, 419-256-7763. Thanks.